Okay, first thing we do with this question, we need to label the question. So let's get ourselves a nice color. Red is nice. Opposite the angle, we start at the angle. Opposite the angle is called the opposite. We have a little right angle that's missing from the diagram. Sorry about that. That should be here. Opposite the right angle is always the hypotenuse, which is the longest side. And the leftover side is the adjacent. Now, if you don't label the triangle right, you will not get the question right. The labeling is imperative. So now, what do we say now? We look at the question. We want to look at the opposite, and we have the hypotenuse. So the O and the H make an O sound. And the O sound comes from Sah. And the Sah triangle looks like this. Okay, so right, let's get back to our brush, our line. Okay, and let's reconstruct our Sah. Now, if you look at the construction of Sah, S-O-H. Let's get hold of a pen brush. S-O-H. That's the order, because S is first and O pops up there and the H there. Remember, the S has a little angle symbol next to it as well, because it's sign of the angle, not sign by itself. And there you have times. Okay. Right. Now, in this particular question, we wanted to work at the opposite. So a novel way of doing that was to cover the O, what you're looking for, with your thumb or your finger. So this is like a picture of my finger. So now that's telling me. So the formula triangle is telling me what to do. So the opposite, which is covered by my finger, is equal to the sine of the angle multiplied by the hypotenuse. What is the angle? The angle is here, 40. So we do sine, the calculator pulls up a bracket, 40, and the hypotenuse is here, which is given us 12. So the opposite is equal to that. So now we pop up our trusty calculator. It is. We type in sine 40, we close the bracket, and then we times it by 12. And then that gives us a nice, lovely answer. And I have to memorize the answer now, because when I press, it will disappear. 7.134. 7.134. Sorry, is it 7? Pardon me. Okay. Pardon me. 7.71. Okay, let's squeeze the 7 in. Lovely. 7.7134. Now, if we round that number by itself is just too much. We need to round it off to one decimal place to make it usable for our question. So it'll be 7.7. Because this decider is less than 5, so we leave the 7 alone. So 7.7 meters is the answer. And in brackets, we write down 1 dp. And I hope that helps.